What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. The clutch is out. This is the old clutch. This was what was leaking, and you can see it's pretty grim and grimy and grotty. That is the slave cylinder, I think, what was leaking. So yeah, that's out. This here is the rest of the clutch, and Mike was saying that these have got a bit of rattle in them, so when there's a bit of load under it, it does shudder a little bit, and that did happen. So yeah, right down there is the new one. It's now just a case of putting everything back together. When I say just a case of putting it back together, I mean there's so many bolts and nuts and screws and parts that have to be moved and pushed out the way and here and there. I know I keep saying it, but yeah, I'm in awe. To be able to have a brain that can just figure all that stuff out, I tip my hat to Martin and the lads in there. I really do, because I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, it looks like things are now going back together, which is a brilliant sign. So yeah, I would hopefully be back in the motorhome and on the road very, very shortly. In the meantime, I am at Oak Tree, so it'd be rude to not just go have a little rummage around some vans, wouldn't it? So let's go see what they've got on the pitch, shall we? Yeah, let's have a little look at this Bailey Alliance. On the sheet it says it's got a French bed, which I quite like the idea of a French bed. Now don't take that as though I'm going to be changing mine straight away to a French bed, but it adds a lot of area. As soon as you step in here, you have just got so much space. Look, so this is the bedroom. It's like a studio apartment. I love it. You've got your lounge and your seating area here. So you've got a nice little dinette table, little sofa to the side, captain seats, nice overhead storage cupboards. Then you've got your kitchen area to the side of it, nice microwave, fridge, hob. And then you swipe round to your bedroom, which is, like I say, it's got that real studio apartment kind of feel. I love that. And then at the end, I believe, yeah, you've got your toilet shower at the back. Obviously, I would need probably more space than this, because I've got so much stuff. I've got my bike and I've got my fishing gear and God knows what else. But I do like the look of this because, like I say, it just feels like an apartment. And I might take one of these out at some point, because yeah, it just feels like you've got a nice lot of space. I mean, just feels so open and airy. I mean, once that's all nicely made up and you've got your your bedding on it and everything, it's going to be sweet. It just feels quite like it could be quite homely. I don't know about you, but I do love looking around the layouts of motorhomes and camper vans. Just seeing all different layouts and configurations that are available is it's brilliant to me. So nosy. Coming to Oak Tree, that they're all free for you to have a little roam around and see what you like, because that's the beauty of Oak Tree. You could just freely roam around, have a look in one, have a look in 10, have a look in them all, and see what takes your fancy to find your perfect layout. Because I mean, we're all so different, aren't we? I mean, this one looks like it's got an end kitchen. This is a auto sleeper Broadway. Look at this. So this is end kitchen. I'm assuming there's a toilet and shower in there, and then you've got these massive sofas. Look, they're huge. And this is one thing I wish mine had. Now, mine has got a sofa, but it just doesn't feel like a proper sofa, if you know what I mean. I do need to get mine reupholstered and the cushions changed to make it feel more of a sofa, not just foam on, you know what I mean? Not so square. Why so square? Why so sad? I saw that sticker the other day from the Joker. Why so sad? Anyway, I get sidetracked so easy. I do love a proper sofa, because I can imagine myself being on that sofa, having the TV wherever the TV goes in here, probably over here. So you could just lay the full length of this and just proper chill out of an evening and just get, proper comfy and cozy and have a proper movie night, duvet or a little cover out and just proper kick back and and get into a movie or a TV series, because you know I love a TV series, I really do. But this, yeah, again, it feels open. Now the one downside to this one would be having to make up your bed, but for me personally, if I was on the road in this for a couple of weeks, I'd probably make one as a bed and then leave one as a sofa. But that's me, and then I'd probably do it, you know, I'd probably make it up, you know, quite permanent. Now, in my very first motorhome, I did use a sofa to sleep on during the summer months, or when I just didn't want to go up in the bunk. And it, you know, they are wide enough. I mean, it's wide enough for me to sit on here now without even taking the back cushion off. So you've got your end kitchen. Again, what's quite nice that is, because you've got it all at the end out the way now, and you've got a nice prep area here. I did take a vehicle out with an end kitchen, and that was pretty cool cooking. Oh, look at this. Wow. Opening this up, you've got your toilet there, but then this is huge, this shower room, and it's a full wet room. It just looks massive. Now that looks like that turns, yeah, so that comes round. Look at the size of that shower. I really like that. That works well, because when you're not using the shower, you can put this back, so then you've got a beautiful toilet and sink there with loads of space. No problem for space in there when you're using just a sink and the toilet. But then when you want to shower, you can just pull this round and you're good to go. Then you've got your full shower there. That's a brilliant design. I like that. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, having a nosy around. Because one, I love being nosy and having a little look, but two, you get to see new things like that. I've not seen that one before. I've seen similar, but they've all got their own little take on it. Honestly, I'm still messing around with this toilet shower because I'm just looking at it and I'm fascinated by it. But I think there's one thing that they could have done to make this better. And because I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that's quite a big old space when the sink's like against the wall, even as a shower, because the whole room is a wet room. So you could shower with the sink still there if you wanted. But if they made that as a folding sink, so it just collapsed down somehow, they would have had the biggest shower I've ever seen in a motorhome. That would have been if that sink was somehow foldable. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just my brain ticking. But that is a big shower. Big shower room. All right, let's have a look at some of these A-classes. This is a Heimer with a U-shaped lounge at the back. You come down here and you've got your bed, which comes down over the cab seats. I assume they swivel, but there's not going to be, I mean, you can swivel, but there's not much reason to use them as swivel chairs. You've got lots of storage here. You've got cupboards, and then you've got your toilet and shower either side of me. So there's a shower, which looks like quite a fair size shower, to be fair. Yeah, not too bad. And then you've got your toilet here, which does close off the area. Yeah, so your lounge area is now shut off, and you've got your toilet here, and then separate shower, which is quite nice to have separate. And it's nice to separate the front from the back, so you can yeah, you can use the facilities without everyone in the front knowing. And everyone in the back, sorry. Then you've got a nice U-shaped lounge. Now again, this is a nice lounge kind of thing to really lounge about, you know. I could definitely, you'd be laying across there and then watching your TV, which is just here. Yeah, nice little layout. I would guess there's a garage outside, so you've got some storage as well. Yeah, that's a fair size garage. Not too bad at all. You get a nice full-size bike in there and get bits and bobs. I'll get a couple of folding bikes and fishing gear. Get a load of this Niesman Bischoff. This is an Arto 77E. Let's have a little look. It sounds, and I know Niesmans are very, very nice. So let's have a little look. It's got a big garage, I can definitely see that. Oof. Very nice doors. You can just tell from the... Yes, this is nice. Drop down at the front, twins at the back. Lovely little lounge, nice table. Beautiful kitchen, beautiful kitchen. Big shower. Gee, there's some big showers now. Twin drains. I like this. I do like this bed layout. I would definitely have this myself, like this bed layout myself, because it still gives you the garage, and then you can have, you know, one big super bed, or you can have, you know, your single. So many options. And then you've got the drop down double in the front. I think this is the perfect setting for a little chat. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love rummaging around all these motorhomes and camper vans, looking at all the different layouts. But it then does make you think about other things as well. And if you're wanting to stay off grid for a little bit here and there and power your gadgets and gizmos, and I've got plenty of them, then you need to think about some more power options. And that's where something like this, the Jackery 500 version 2 comes in. Let's get into it, shall we? The battery chemistry has been updated to LiPo 4, which has got 6,000 cycles. 6,000 cycles. That is going to last a very long time. I think they state about 10 years. 10 years. That's if you follow the guidelines and follow their things. But 6,000 cycles alone is a huge amount of decharging and recharging. It really is. Now, when it comes to charging, you want to be charging fast, right? So this can charge from 0 to 80% in roughly 50 minutes and to 100% in about 80 minutes. The previous model was about 7 hours. So if you've got the previous model and you think, oh, do you know what? I love it. It does everything I need, but I just want it to charge quicker. This is definitely going to do that job. Now, the 500 comes in at just 5.7 kilos, and it's about 27% smaller than comparable power banks. 5.7 kilos, that's nothing, right? That's nothing. And I do love that it's got the flat handle design, so you can stack it in a corner. We've got 2 PD ports, a USB port, you've got your 12 volt socket, and then you've got your 240 socket at the front. Now, this is perfect if you just want to power a few small items and stay off grid for longer. Now, this is 512 watt hours, and it runs at 500 watts and peaks at 1,000. Now, this has got some fast PD ports on the front, so it can charge my MacBook, it can charge my iPad, phone, all that good stuff. But it has, like I say, got a 500 watt inverter, which peaks at 1,000 watts, which is perfect for small appliances. It's really, you know, small, compact, and it kind of fits that middle ground where you don't want a power bank that's just for your phone, that's tiny, but you don't want something that's epically big like the 1000 or bigger, because you don't need it. You're not powering massively power hungry appliances. They haven't integrated this with the app, so you don't need the app to turn it on, to run it, to update or anything like that. This is just plug and play straight out the box, charger up, and you're good to go. Now, if you're like me and your memory's like a sieve, I'm always forgetting things, then you've got this handy little function here, which is the energy saving mode. You flick that on, and then after a while, when it hasn't detected that you're using any of the ports, but the ports are on, it will just turn them off for you. So if you are in the market for a power bank to keep your essential gadgets and tech charged on the road for longer, then definitely check out the Jackery 500 V2. I'll put all the links in the description, or scan the QR code up here, head on over to the website. They've got some cracking deals, and check it out. And not only is this a great time of year to be buying to save yourself some money, so it's perfect for your wallet with the Jackery sale now on, but it's also great for the planet. How's that, you ask? Well, because from the 22nd of October to the 2nd of December, any customer that spends over 100 of the local currency on the official Jackery website will have a tree planted on their behalf. How good's that, right? It's not just, we'll plant a tree and that's the end of it. Oh, no. They're going to keep you fully updated with the entire project of how many of the trees they plant, where they plant them, the exact locations, and they're also going to send pictures and videos, so you get to know everything. How good is that? Great for your wallet and great for the planet. As of right now, I don't really know what my plans are. I think I'm going to be here a couple more days, but then I've got quite a few things planned which I've had to now knock on. Some I've had to cancel, some I've had to just move until next week and the week after. A few meetings and various other bits and bobs that I need to do before I was going to Europe, which I was going to do like now, but I'm not doing them now, obviously, because I'm here with a poorly clutch. As of right now, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Europe trip, because the thing is, I've got a hard deadline. I want to be back before Christmas because I want to be, see the family for Christmas. It sounds very privileged for me to say, oh, I don't want to just go for 5-6 weeks, something like that. I don't think I'll get what I want to get done over there. So I don't want to just go over and go, because I wanted to go to the France, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg, and I wanted to do like a nice trip, and then I had plans to do content and then maybe some sort of guide / book kind of thing. So I don't want to just do a couple of them and then not do the rest, because then I've not got what I wanted to get out of there. I know it sounds like I'm very hard done by, because but traveling in Europe is fantastically easy and it's amazing. And this is a problem for me, but I travel solo and that's how I like it. That's not a negative. That's not a thing. That's just pure fact that it's not easy filming and driving and general living all at once on a deadline. It's quite hard, because I want to go out and I want to go do stuff. I want to go here, there and everywhere. And it's fine. It's not a problem. It just takes a little bit more time and a little bit more planning, which is my life. That is how I live my life. But so I don't want to rush. I want to use a shuttle because it's an easy way over. I don't have to leave the vehicle. I just get there on, and then no problems. And especially with the grounding on the back of the motorhome, getting it on the truck to come here to recover on the recovery truck, that was bad enough. I don't want to be doing any of that. I know a few people have had said issues about this in my comments when I was asking about going by the boat or the tunnel, and they were saying about the grounding on the ferry. I don't want to play that game, especially after I've just had it all with this. So yeah, and I like the shuttle, so I won't go that way. But it's like 420 pound. Well, it's floating between like 390 and 420 return for the dates I want. And if I'm not getting maximum time over there, then I'm not sure. I'll see how long it takes for me to get down, but at the moment the Europe trip is in jeopardy. I'm not sure it's going to go ahead. I don't know. I'm in a bit of a limbo at the moment with the repairs and things I've got to get done before I go. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. Good morning. It is a good morning because today is the day the motorhome is coming out of the workshop and it is done. Yes, the land yacht is back on the road. The clutch has been done. Martin's an absolute legend. He's taken that out, stripped it all down, done it all and put it back together in no time at all. Can't wait to get it out and back on the road, and then I can start making my way back down south, doing what I need to do and cracking on. The land yacht is coming back on the road. Yes, it's alive. Look at it. Here she is, the land yacht. Yes, ready to rock and roll, ready to hit the road like nothing ever happened. I can't wait to drive. So I'm just so, I know this is, I know obviously I look happy and I sound happy, but honestly I'm so happy to be getting back in the land yacht and hitting the road. Let's do this. Just putting the clutch down, it's beautiful. It just comes back. Let's go. I think this just shows you how much I love my motorhome. I love this thing so much. It's my house. It's I love it. I absolutely love it. I really do. Right, now it's time to crack on, head south and start knocking through this list of things I've got to get done before I can even think about going to Europe, because I've got a whole list of things to do, but a lot of them have been delayed now. Which is, it's inevitable. When a clutch goes, it goes, right? So yeah, I need to now try and rearrange a few things, get a few things booked in as quick as possible. Yeah, let's do it. Right, a few days have passed since I left Oaktree. I'm now at my mum's, I'm in her garden. Yeah, just filming, I'm here to see the family and that. Now, I'm trying to rearrange everything and get everything done as quick as possible. I've got a few more bits and bobs to do, but there's one thing that's the kicker, which is, I think, is going to alter all my plans, to be honest, and that's my diabetes check. Now, I need to do my diabetes check at the doctor's, which I did book in for last week, but as I was delayed, I had to cancel it. Now I have rescheduled it, and the quickest appointment I can get is end of next week, which, yeah, that puts me like 2-3 weeks behind, which is a real pain. I think I'm gonna knock Europe on the head. Now I've got something else planned, so I'm going to be cracking on that. But whilst we're talking about Europe, I am going to go over there, but a new plan has been born, because I've been thinking about it. I've spoke to a few of my mates, John and Tash, about it, and I thought Beth and Ricky about it, and even the Park for Night guys, because Park for Night have asked if we would go over and visit them at the Dusseldorf show. Now this isn't confirmed or anything like that, but they've we work very well with Park for Night, and we love being on the stand with them. So that could be a possibility. I could go over in make my full use of the 90 days before the Dusseldorf show, and go over there just before then, and then end up in Germany, do the Dusseldorf show, and then continue back and through. So then that would make a whole use of 90 days, not having to worry about time limits, getting to hang out in Dusseldorf and see my mates and see Park for Night and all this and that would be a great trip to do with them. And then I get to do all the stuff that I was planning to do now, then in arguably in the better weather, but there's different things going on now. Obviously there's Christmas markets and things starting to happen now, which is a bit of a shame that I'm not there for that, but you've got to roll with the punches, haven't you? This lifestyle and the lifestyle I've chosen is fluid, and it allows me to be really fluid and make changes and adapt along the way. So with that being said, what is the new plan? Well, the new plan is I've got a massive project that I was going to start next year, but now I'm going to start right now. End of next week I'll be starting it, once I've done my diabetic review and everything, and then my appointment, because I have been putting that off because I was at show season, not putting it off majorly, just rescheduling it for a different time, about a month later, which they were fine with, because I was on the road, I'm away, and they were perfectly fine with that. But now it's too long, I need to get it done. I'm trying to be really on top of my diabetes at the moment. I'm really trying to keep my sugars down and control it and be healthier, basically. I know you do see me eat stuff on here, but remember, it is a one snapshot of my entire week usually, so that's not everything you see, so take that with a pinch of salt. But I've got a massive project that I can't wait to start. Ultimately, I think this is the best thing to do, because I can get this cracking on with. So I'm going to be making my way to Edinburgh. Yes, I'm going to Edinburgh, and then I'm going to be in the Edinburgh area for a little bit, and then making my way back down and doing some travels down there on the way down. So if you've got any recommendations for places to see, go, stay, or visit or eat at in the Edinburgh area and further down on the east side of the country, then let me know. I can't wait, because it's this project, I'm not really revealing much, but it's going to be massive. It is going to be brilliant. I can't wait. I know things have shifted gears, but like I say, it is what it is. Got to do what you got to do, and going to be heading to Edinburgh. So there's going to be some Edinburgh content. I'm going to probably take a week or so to get up there, maybe a little bit longer, find some bits on the way up, and then spend some time in and around the Edinburgh area, and then make my way back down and finding loads of nice goodies all along the way, because there's going to be Christmas markets are popping up now. There's loads of places to visit, see, eat and do. I know a lot of you were looking forward to a Europe trip. That has just been postponed. It hasn't been cancelled, it has been postponed until next year, which means it can be bigger, better and more epic, and I can't wait. So it's going to be good. Now I just want to say a massive thanks to Rob, Brad and Ben at Oak Tree, and the whole team. Martin, you're an absolute legend, mate. You really are. I really can't thank you enough for sorting that clutch out. yeah, really got me out the mud there. I was proper up a creek without a paddle. I can't thank them enough. And John and Tash for helping me out in when I was at the NEC. They were absolute legends, taking me to and from. And all you guys are sending me well wishes and that for the clutch and everything. I really do appreciate it. So I'm going to be standing around the area for the next week. I'm going to get loads of bits and bobs done on the motorhome. Just, you know, I might have a little spring clean. I know it's not spring, it's winter. The weather's definitely turned, right? It is. Hats are out. It's definitely got a bit nippy in it. So yeah, I'm going to do some little bits and bobs. Make sure the motorhome's all ship shape, ready to go. I've got a few little bits I want to put on it and ideas and bits and bobs I want to do. And then yeah, as soon as I'm done at the doctor's, I am hitting the road. Edinburgh, I'm coming for you. I cannot wait to get out there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.